Today marks the 1 year anniversary of the passing of Young Dolph. Damn, what a sad day it is for the hip hop community, and what a sad day it is for him and his family. The fact that they have to mourn this day as the loss of somebody's son, somebody's husband, father. So, believe it or not, I was actually in the car. I just had done my car theory. I totally fluffed up, pissed off, first time doing it, first try out of 5. Until I actually got it, believe it or not. I was in the car, my mom had picked me up in The Hague by the CBR. And I was just going through Snapchat, right? And 2 people sent me. I'm like, alright, this is cool. Somebody sends me, yo, bro, you won't believe what happened to Young Dolph. He got shot and killed. I'm like, what? Yeah, I go through Instagram. Bro, the blog pages and everything were, wow. He, in fact, did get killed. This somewhat come to me as a surprise, but also, he got shot twice prior before his murder. Back in 2015 and 2017, he got shot twice. I think he got shot one time in Beverly Hills, outside of his hotel. And then he got shot somewhere in Memphis as well. And this time it was fatal, unfortunately. The 3 suspects have been identified. They have been arrested. And believe it or not, the 3rd suspect is... It all makes sense now. Basically what happened, if you know this artist, Desto Lotto Cash, made a song with Lil Uzi Vert a while ago. She got killed at like 2 o'clock in the morning somewhere in another state. And people saying, it was retaliation because she made a song with Julio Fulio, the biggest op in like Florida or something. I think he's from Florida or something. I don't know. And then, people say, oh, that's retaliation because she dissed this other dude's deceased brother. Turns out, people saying, this is words on the street, that she got killed in retaliation for Young Dolph. Now, if it's true, I don't know. But the puzzles are finally coming together. For those who don't know, he got killed at a cookie shop last year. And bro, that cookie place has questioned me so often. Were they involved in this? Was this a setup? Or was this just an unfortunate event and tragic event that took place as he was in the cookie shop? Had a security guard with him, only one. But if you're that big of an artist, that big of a role model, and you having cars that are so easy to spot in a way of he had camouflage cars. Any motherfucker could spot that from miles away, camouflage car. And it's a fortunate event because if you want to know how I got known to Dolph, believe it or not, I was scrolling through Instagram one day in 2018, and when you go onto blog pages, like suggestions, just like YouTube does, you sometimes find these paid promos. The majority of the time, paid promos are one of the best things for an artist to get exposure. There's no denying that, Some would say it's pathetic. I think it's genius. Paid promotion could get you viral and get you an actual career boost. It's happened so often. There are numerous artists that have gotten publicity of it, but I was scrolling through one of the pages, I don't know what name, and it says rapper Young Dolph turns down $20 million deal. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, man, who is this dude? Respectfully, never heard of this dude. Because you sometimes be on these paid promos and it's like, man, who the fuck are these guys? So unheard of. I don't know who these are. So I'm like, let me go check him up on YouTube if he's got music. I was like, oh my god. God damn. He's got a lot of music. Wow. Crazy views. So I'm like, let me check out if he got IG, so Instagram. I'm like, oh, you got a couple million followers. So then I was like, okay, let me tune into a song then. I didn't click on any of the songs when I first searched them up. The first song, there was Major featuring Key Glock. And Key Glock was also one of those that I'm like, I don't know who this is. Listen to Key Glock then eventually. I'm like, this is fire. Now, believe it or not, I actually first started listening to Key Glock. And then I started to slowly but slowly push forward to Young Dolph's music. The first Key Glock song, like solo, I don't remember. I have listened to so many of the songs. His album he's dropped is fire. The albums he has dropped, I think the first one was Glock Bond I listened to. Then I think he dropped Glaucoma, October 2018. Then 2019, Words on the Street. No, Yellow Tape, sorry, that's one of the songs of the tape. And then Son of a Gun 2, Yellow Tape he dropped last year. And then he just a few months ago dropped Yellow Tape 2 Deluxe, which was fucking fire as well. And that's how I really got into their music. I started doing more research on them, who they were, where they were from. A lot of people don't know this, but Young Dolph was actually born in Chicago. He's the blood cousin of Juice WRLD. He'd only found out after Juice WRLD passed away a few weeks later. They were related to each other, relatives. That's like, wow. Young Dolph basically was born in Chicago, but moved from Chicago to Memphis at a young age. It's one of these things that I'm like, could this have been prevented? Honestly, we don't know, but it doesn't matter now because he's not there. This is someone's father at the end of the day. But like I said before, this dude was in some heavy street beef. You do the history behind it, the beef with Yo Gotti, this and that. Oh yeah, play with your bitch. Oh yeah, that's a nasty ass song, bro. 100 Shots was also a diss song aimed at him because he got shot, and then he made a whole diss track. How you miss a whole 100 shot? You know, that's the crazy thing. Young Dolph was one of those artists that was very highly respected. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, you go onto his page now, and this is what saddens me as well. You know, as a fan, you know, that loves the creation of the artist, I go into his page and I'm like, fuck, bro. Shouldn't have been you. You know, one of the few people that I looked up to in a way of business perspective. I looked up at him as this is a, I don't want to say necessarily a role model to me because of the street shit and everything, because I can't relate to that. I'm a suburban kid. I can't relate to the street life. I can't relate to gang banging and trapping and, you know, this and that. But what motivated me was his hustle, the way he came across. I said, bro, get that paper, man. Fuck these bitches. Basically, that's what he was trying to tell you. You gotta go hustle and grind for your shit, otherwise you'll be broke and bummed for the rest of your life. That's really his words. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, I gotta listen to Young Dolph. If you know me, you follow me on my Snapchat, you follow me on Instagram, you know I was a big fan of Young Dolph and still am. I'm bumping this shit still to this day. It don't matter what song, bro. I listen to it every day. I listen a lot to Key Glock. Also, my dad, believe it or not, listens a lot to Key Glock. I don't force it upon him. He actually genuinely loves Key Glock's music. Like, he'll sometimes be playing Key Glock, and I'm like, what the hell? This 50-year-old old head is listening to Key Glock. What the fuck? I put my daddy on some good music. Yeah. We bumping in the whip as well, bro. Hell yeah, man. I gotta bump some stuff while on the ride. He likes Key Glock a lot. And from Key Glock, I went to Young Dolph, basically. And I was like, holy crap, these guys sound so similar, but yet they got their own unique flow and voice. Name me one rapper that sounds like Key Glock. I'll wait. None. Because nobody sounds like him, and he doesn't sound like anyone else. He's got his own style and flow. Just like Young Dolph, a real storyteller, a real hustler. Key Glock, the same thing. I love how he goes over the trap beats and everything. And believe it or not, one of the 3 suspects was featured in Key Glock's music video, All I Know Is Trap. Way back in the days, like 2018. Straight Drop is his name. But I can't deny and give credits to Yo Gotti. He is a real boss as well. You know, hate him or love him, but the dude's got a fucking label. You like, wow. Regardless of the beef, you know, we're just fans at the end of the day. We have nothing to do with the beef. We're listeners. It's entertainment for us, but without us realizing there's real shit going behind the scenes. People are really dying over this. What we're looking at is entertainment. People are really dying behind the scenes, which is a sad reality, unfortunately, you know. But yeah, rest in peace to Young Dolph. It saddens me. My favorite artist, man. And if you know, I ain't no dick rider. Been listening to years. It's an unfortunate event because I really wish and hope that I would have learned of Young Dolph like before 2018, but I never got to know him. But I've seen old documentaries about him. I've seen the documentaries about Key Glock. I love when artists do that type of stuff. Give an insight of what their life used to be or what their life is till this day. I think it's very, very cool. And it's nothing unique. It's always been done like that. 50 did it, the rappers before that. But it's always interesting seeing the background of where they came from, where their parents came from. And yeah, man, rest in peace, obviously. I really am hoping we get more Young Dolph solo songs. I doubt it, though, because he was independent. He wasn't tracked or managed by any record label. If you know that, you know, the independent, everything. That's what Young Dolph would want for Key Glock, obviously. So, yeah, I'm not too sure if we're going to get any new songs from Young Dolph. I, unfortunately, highly doubt it, though. But, hey, it's what it is. I'm still bumping this shit to this day. We're doing it for Flipper, obviously. But, yeah, rest in peace, Young Dolph, man. Because at the end of the day, it's also like, you know, kids are in this stuff involved. And it's real street politics, you know. It's no BS. This dude was really about that life and everything. And I'm just glad we got justice for him. And I want to also mention something. On the day he got killed, somebody made fun of him, a comedian out of Memphis as well. I know, a pretty unknown dude. He made a mockery out of Young Dolph's death. And he actually got killed a few hours after dissing Young Dolph. Like, he got shot to fucking death. So then I'm like, whoa, people ain't playing games here.